5 lots in the CL trade. We're just seeing what NQ wants to do today. We're up about, I don't know, $1,300 or so pre-market. I think that's my breakfast. I think I'm done. See how this trade works out. Well, got to share on YouTube's. So, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Just started. Just getting acclimated as I typically do. Hitting a strong level here. I call these strong levels in Discord. Right around 260. So I think we start there. It is a fade trade, so we don't get too aggressive. Let's do a little bit of a fadeage up there on the NQ. Right around 261.75. 261.75. Didn't get picked up there. Well, that sucks. We're in a fade trade on, I don't know why it takes so long for YouTube to update that. I'll look at gold here in a second. I'll kind of do some of the pre-market here. I already did pre-market, obviously, but I'll do some more pre-market. Policy, we're updating our YouTube partner program, reapplication policy, and extending pause mode for channel memberships. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Sure, it's some kind of stupid stuff YouTube's doing. Alright, focus on this. Yeah, I'll look at gold here in a second. We'll take a look. We will go look. Oops. Want to make sure I'm on the wrong side of these trades too much. Hello, welcome. Oops. How was that? Well, welcome. Good to have you here as well. Should have gotten that NQ on that low level check. Alright, we're gonna sell here. I'm gonna sell up here. Gotta be able to look at the chart, and then we'll look at gold here in a second. Let's look at the NQ. Okay, this is in my way. Need to get out of my way, Mike. Alright. I was looking at cake earlier too. Alright, let's look at GC. Gold. Daily. Boom. Well, so far it's holding momentum, so that's a positive thing. Really, that's kind of what it's this key level here at 1991. 1991 is the key level. Yesterday's open, or today's open, sorry. Today's open on the futures market. That's what I'd be watching. I mean, that's so obvious. And then obviously we got this whole zone. So, you know, this zone, I'd assume most people are looking at, you know, this zone here. So from 1996 to like this zone here. And if that zone there, they're going to sell. So we do have the RDA here. So I'm still expecting an RDA check based on this. Where's my RSI signals? Well, there we are. We haven't seen an RSI signal. We do have our last RSI signal. Where's our last RSI signal on gold here? Actually, yeah. So we're actually in the last RSI signal right now, right here. So that's something to watch. Now that's the only RSI indicator that we use, the Rexdog RSI, because it's highly effective.
Order filled.
We are fading heavily on oil, CL, so we'll watch that trade pretty closely, make sure that we're not going to get on the wrong side of it. And then we're trading momentum on the NQ. Probably need to move that up a little bit, a smidgen, as they say, and I don't know where they say that. Where do they say smidgen? Yeah, so that's what I'd see on gold. I mean, really, And then the upside, it's literally this zone right here, 2001. It's a pretty good movie if you haven't seen it, by the way. So 2001 is kind of the zones we're watching on gold. Yeah. So I would assume if it sells off below these lows, then people are going to short the heck out of it. And I would too. But right now we're in a 5-minute momentum. I mean, it's bias momentum long. So it is going for the weekly open here around 2000. So this is really the sell zone. But I earmarked that earlier, or I didn't, not earlier, but I shared that in Discord earlier. What did I share in Discord? Let me go to Discord here. 2014 and 1987 are the strong levels on gold. So, you know, actually a little bit higher is the strongest level. But this is the weekly open right around 2000. So I would look for an overshoot. You know, we have the RDA extreme bands here right around 2003. So to me, the sell zone, if it gets up here, I wouldn't, well, I guess we should be buying up to there, actually. That's what we should be doing. Yeah, we should be buying up to there. So we'll see if we can get in a trade here. And then not get too aggressive, but see if we can get in a trade there on gold. I think we're going to get picked up here on the actual, let's look at Bitcoin.
Order filled.
All right, we got picked up on NQ on a short. Can't be too aggressive there. It's trying to rise up. So yeah, Bitcoin is, let's look at the 4 hour. That's what I really said yesterday. I've already earmarked the zones that we're looking for, so it's already there. Lost the RDA on the 4 hour and its momentum and buy a short, so that's not a good sign on Bitcoin. Not a good sign for Bitcoin. But it is going towards a weekly open here, so I'd anticipate there's going to be a reaction down in this zone between 27,562 and 27,200. That's what I expect. That's what we'll be trading. I don't know how much I'll be swing trading Bitcoin. I might look at it.
Order filled.
So we're up about $400 on that NQ. I'm sorry, I'm not showing my trades. I apologize. Up about $500 on that NQ trade so far. Let's see if it holds up. I think I should put some trailing stops in there. Just no reason to take a loss on this bad boy. It seems like the buyers are stepping up. Yeah, so I just don't want to mess around with these dumbass buyers today. They're only dumbass because I'm not on their side. If I was on their side, then they wouldn't be dumbass buyers.
Stop filled.
But obviously they want to bid up the market. I mean, if you look at the NQ, it's pretty obvious. I mean, look at this. Where did it open? The index. I've already done pre-market. I shared it in Discord. I just did my take on gold. Sorry if you missed it, man. But I'll go back to it real quick. All right, Freddie. Friendly cheese. Not from Wisconsin, are you? Let's see. Gold, real quick. No, I'll just go back to it real quick. We'll go to GC. That's what we're looking at on gold. Our sell zone's up here, and then obviously, if it loses this range between 1983 and 1990, it's going to sell off.
Stop filled.
We're anticipating it will hit the RDA. So if you look on the daily, freaking trading view, man, just make my charts look good when I switch them. How hard is that, dude? You got one job.
Order filled.
I mean, it's pretty obvious on here that if it loses this range here, it's going to tag the RDA. So that's why we use the RDA. For those that don't know, the RDA is a free indicator. That's part of our trade system. It's one of the best indicators on the planet. I will share both of them. No chart wall posts. Post each chart separately. It's not a chart, dude. It's friggin' a share. Whatever. Anyways, that's the Rex Dog average with ATR.
Order filled.
We waited for the right zone. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we're too early on this. I might have to take a loss on this CL trade. We'll see. Anyways, why am I showing this still? Okay, here we go. Just trying to get in the mode. We're up about a G so far, but that could all be mitigated, obviously, if we take a loss on this trade. Looks like it's testing the VWAP. Looks like it wants to test the actual week open for the NQ. Obviously, the buyers are stepping up. People are buying this market. I mean, you can just tell by the daily. Just look at the daily. I mean, all you got to do is look at the daily. It's pretty obvious that, you know, where did I do my daily analysis? I did it here. If we open this full chart, go to the daily, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. Fucking trading view, man. How hard is it to just make my chart so it actually looks good? I gotta scroll in every friggin' time. Jesus. Friggin' hate this platform sometimes. So obviously it tried to break out of this zone, and it's still trying. I anticipate that's probably what it's trying to do now. We probably should reverse, or at least probably do a participation trade.
Order filled.
Because the buy side
Order
is
filled.
up. So we're not going to get too aggressive on the buy side, but we'll scale in a little bit here. It does look like the buy side wants to actually try to move up. It's messing with the weekly open right now. It's just below it. But obviously if it captures this level here right around 13,250 on the NDX, then it's going to rip up pretty much. That's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious trade there today, what we're watching. I've got a lot of lines on here today, intentionally. So I know it's busy. Probably more busy than most of you like, but you know, it is what it is. I have no idea. What's my expectations on the possible interest rate hike tomorrow? I have no idea. I don't care. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. I don't care. I literally don't care. I mean, I care from the aspect that it's going to affect me and businesses that I have and own and real estate and stuff like that. But as far as me trading, it makes no difference to me in trading. The system will tell the system we trade will tell me what to trade. Good morning, Nathan. Good to see you. So like I do follow news events, meaning I know the known news events. But I literally don't pay attention to any financial news. I literally don't pay attention when Bloomberg says that it's a risk-on environment or risk-off environment. It's a waste of time. And I trade. So I'll be sharing. One of the things I'm working on, everybody, is I'm working on our swing trading, updating our swing trading training. And I want to start sharing my swing trades that I'm executing. It's one of the things I'd like to start doing. Okay, how did you contact me? I told you not to contact me. Sorry, I apologize. Where we at? Oh, I did not share the stream. God, I'm so stupid. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me today. What the hell? I'm operating slow for some odd reason. But I did not share it in Discord. I apologize. Or Telegram. Jeez. I don't know. I just was focused on trading. I guess that's what I was doing. And I don't really go on Twitter anymore. Guess I can share it on the Twitters. I guess I could maybe try to buy that stupid Twitter Blue or whatever it is.
Order filled.
I'm gonna have to take a loss on this friggin'. I guess I could just hold it for a while. I'll just hold this friggin'. I mean, I'm looking at a long-term trade here on oil. I like my basis for a longer-term trade, but yeah. So I have no expectations. I assume. I mean, just if you want my like thoughts on it, they don't have much room. We're already in World War III, So, we're already in a non-kinetic World War III. So the Fed is part of that too. So I don't know what they're expecting to do. I don't expect them to help out much. They don't care. If they care, they wouldn't have been doing what they've been doing the last 20 years. Yeah. So, I mean, literally, just so if you're new here, if you just joined us, number one, the best thing to do is join Discord. But number two, I just trade charts. The system that we trade is just trading charts. That's what we trade. We don't need news, except for obviously, like known news, like known. So, for instance, tomorrow, well, today the FOMC is meeting, right? Isn't there an FOMC, if I can properly speak? We do have the JOLTS report at 9, which someone did mention. So maybe I might want to get out of. No, I think I'm good. So we have the JOLTS report, but as far as market impact, typically it doesn't have tremendous market impact, but it might. Obviously, factory orders and JOLTS come out here in about 3 minutes. So if you are, but the Treasury refunding announcements tomorrow at 8:30. The petroleum status report's out tomorrow, and then the Fed chair press conference at 2:30 Eastern tomorrow. So I'm sure that'll move the market. I'm sure, depending on what tie he's wearing, the algos will go crazy. Good morning, Reese wants cheese. Hey, you need to meet Reese. You need to meet Friendly Cheese over in TradingView. So, Friendly Cheese, I think they trade gold because they asked about gold. And Reese wants cheese. You all need to connect. I mean, I know you're on different platforms, but I think y'all need to connect. Oh, when I'm not in active trading, please people tell me that I'm not in active trading, and I'll join Discord audio. There's no latency there, so damn it, I'm on the wrong side of both these trades here today. It's my own fault for being an idiot. I got too aggressive with that CL trade. Should have waited for that lower level. That's what I should have waited for.
Order filled. Order filled.
That's what she said.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah. Thanks, is it Gunther or Gonther? Gonther. Good morning. YM. I did a YM trade today. We are in one lot on gold. And then we're obviously down on NQ. And we're down on a longer term trade that I'm trying to execute here. I started way too early. You can see those executions way too early. Way too early. But we're looking to buy this level in the NQ here, but I don't know. Might have to get out of that trade too. I like 73.20 and 73.08 for fades. Yeah. I think you're right, Ninja Trader Shark. I started way too early on that trade. But I'm looking at that as a longer term fade trade up to momentum. So gold lost at 77.09. It lost momentum and bias. So it might continue to sell off. So we're getting some early warnings, I think, maybe what the Fed's going to do based on the gold market. But so anybody in chat, like, do you guys do swing trades? And also share, do you have to trade around a job? Those are two things that I'm working on. Whoa, look at that. I guess you're right. The JOLTS report definitely did move the market. Look at that. Damn, son. Whoo-wee. That's what I'm talking about. I was only in one lot there. That sucks. All right. We'll put a trailing stop in. Fine, gold. We're still going to sell in our zone. So we're going to look for our zone. At least I didn't get hurt too bad on the oil trade. Oh, black gold. So we're up about what? 540 on that trade. NQ did come off. We'll see if the reaction here. So I guess you're right. Who mentioned the JOLTS report? Someone mentioned the JOLTS report. in Discord.
Stop filled.
I'm still selling gold. Up here, I think I'm still selling it. Well, okay. At this point, the way it's moving, I will sell it at 214. That's a strong level. So that's where we'll start selling gold if it gets up there. That's our gold sell, 214 at this point in time. I mean, given the ramp up that it just did. Ooh, man, I should have got out of that NQ trade, but I'm waiting for it to tag that level. Well, you guys can't see the level. So on TradingView, I can only stream TradingView charts. So on TradingView,
Order filled.
You don't see the levels outlined that you see on the other streams. So
Order filled.
Got out of that gold.
Order filled. Order filled.
There we go. We'll see if I have to take a loss on this NQ trade. I'm not sure yet.
Order filled.
And then I'm trying to wait for a pullback maybe on gold. You know, there's a that's a 60 level, 213, so that's such an obvious level. YM lost. YM's short. So let's see if we can get picked up on a pullback here on YM on a momentum or bias check. That's our YM trades. And then let's see if we can. I don't know if this NQ trade is going to go in our favor. We're going to have to either, well, I'll put in some trailing stops. We're in 5 lots on the NQ, put in trailing stops, and one or two things are going to happen on this trade. It's either going to rip up from here, recapture momentum and bias on chart 2, or it's going to sell off, knock me out, probably lose about $2,000. Yeah, pretty big jump there. Yeah, good move. Only had 1 lot on that, and I got knocked out. News. Who shared the news? Billionaire Stanley Druckmeyer shorts the dollar. Oh, okay. I guess we could look at the DXY today, if anybody wants to look at the DXY. I think it's time for me to take some of my NVIDIA profits. I think it's time. Let's look at the chart. Anybody want to look at with me? You really don't have a choice if you're watching the stream. But good morning, JDS. Good to see you here. Good to see everybody here. I appreciate everybody that's here. I appreciate you joining me today. Oh, look at that. Look at that move on gold, man. Yeah, let's go. Focus on pulling capital from the market. Members, focus on trading the system. Members, once again, I'm going to remind you, if you do not have a fade card, you master momentum. The path to being able to do fade trades is to master momentum. Because when you can trade momentum trades effectively, then you will understand how to properly trade fade trades. There's only one fade trade, members, that you should be trading anyways. Oh, not anyways, but that I will allow you to trade. Not that I will allow you, but that you can trade if you don't have your fade card.
Order
and
filled.
that is what we call the chart for level check trade. That is in the pattern library. Yesterday we released the scale-in ratio for the Rexdog trade system. So that's something to check out if you did not. We should have been short on the NQ on this.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Bastard. Pissed me off, man. All right. Is it going to go for the RDA check at 247 or is it going to stop at this level here? That's the question. Man, I did not trade with momentum. I traded against momentum. That's what happens when you trade against momentum.
Order filled.
Come on. Didn't do the strong level check, so I expected a stronger level check, but
Order filled.
Buyers are still stepping up. The challenge I have with the NQ NDX right now is that it did lose the daily, but it's tapping the 200 mixed. So, you know, is it going to sell off or is it going to come back and recapture the weekly open? That's the question right now. It's kind of early in the session, so I don't have high confidence in this trade, so I'm not going to give it a lot of room. I'll give it a little room, but I'm not going to give it a lot of room. Because we're still early in the session. It might want to, I mean, if you look at the opening range low, if that's the opening range low, that's the high. Oh, I could see it going down a little bit more. Like I said, what we have the RDA check at 247 on chart 3. So chart 3, C3, RDA check, NQ. That's kind of what I'm looking at. And what's in our favor there? Well, we can see right now that 5-minute momentum and bias short, chart 4, chart 2, everything momentum and bias short, except for chart 3 is only momentum short. It is not bias short. So that's why I should have been shorting it earlier. We do have a strong level check here at 261, so we expect a reaction there. But ideally it will rip right through that, but we can't expect that. And then go down to 246, maybe exceed that a bit, maybe go down to 326 or 236. You know? Yeah. So the NQ is being a little... Once again, the buyers are stepping up at that level. Is that the week low? Is that what that little red line is? I think that's the week low. I should know, obviously. It's my chart. Okay, well these trades are invalid on the YM because they're not going to get picked up. So the NQ is going to try to rip up here and recapture momentum and bias. That's what it's going to try to do.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, we're almost below that low on CL. Almost below that low. There we go. NQ finally sold off. All right, break this level, man. Okay, no, then. Freaking, like, these buyers, man, you need to stop buying. Now's not the time to buy. Buy lower. You buy low, you sell high. That's what you guys do. All right, there you go, NQ.
Order filled. Order
Here's
filled.
the challenge with this trade right here. Is it's hitting this strong level and it could react up. So this might be a frustrating kind of trade here. So where, if I type this, does this go everywhere? Oh, it does. That's pretty sweet. That's baller. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. All right, it's hitting a strong level. Like I said, we expect a reaction here on the NQ. We're targeting probably 240, below 240. Why are my hotkeys not set on this chart? Sorry, I'm complaining today. It's just things like, you know, you would think that technology would like operate correctly, but no. All right, there we go. It broke the level. All right, so we got trailing stops in. We'll look to take some profit right in this zone here. Probably a little bit lower, probably right here. That's what we're looking to take some profit if it gets down there. Otherwise, we'll get taken out on our trailing stops. We're up about $2,000 on that trade. Keep going, son. That's what happens when you trade the system. That's what happens when you trade the rec stock system the way it's meant to be traded, is that you're on the right side of trade and you're on the right side of momentum. For those that are wondering, we trade a predictive system. It tells us on a chart where to look for reactions, and then we trade those reactions. So for instance, we're coming up on a reaction right now. Good morning. we're coming up on a reaction right now, and good to have you here, TA. And it's the RDA check. Trade Room Alpha. Booyah, gosh. Actually, I'll share this in. I will share this in the futures room. So, okay, I muted this server. Why does it keep announcing me that I'm getting communications
Order
from
filled.
it? Maybe I'm stupid.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, man. I don't want to reverse yet. I think we want to reverse at 213. I don't think we want to reverse yet. So we did get knocked out of one lot there. We'll put one of these lots a little bit closer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really hope the person that we're talking to about working with Tradeovate and creating some tools is really wants to roll forward and do that, because I've got some good ideas on Tradeovate for some trading tools. So why is this server allowed to communicate with me when I told it can't? That's what I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like, I'm sure some of you are like, dude, just stop complaining about stuff.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Ah, look at that. We got knocked out. I don't think we want to reverse here yet, but it is at the RDA check. So what is the RDA check? Well, if we actually go and we go to the 1 hour chart, you'll see here, that's the RDA right there. See it hitting the RDA? We expect a reaction. Now we do expect overshoots. There is this, I don't know. Let's make up a name for what this is called. This zone here. We need to start coming up with like, or I need to start coming up with lot size calc on Tradeovate would be clutch. Yeah, well, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I can't announce things that I can't announce, which is probably right. I shouldn't announce things that I can't announce. That. Yes, that would be, but like, that is just the tip of the iceberg of the awesomeness that I have already earmarked out. If someone, if the person I'm talking to has the ability to work with me and the Tradeovate API. Otherwise, if the person I'm talking to is not able to work with me on the Tradeovate API, then I will have to go find a developer, because I'm at the point where Tradeovate needs the Rexdog trade system functionality to maximize the trading with it. I can guarantee, I can almost guarantee, if I create this in Tradeovate, I don't care what system you trade, you will want the tools that I create. And I'm not being arrogant. I just, look, I'm a trader. I'm an aggressive trader. So, like, the tools I'm going to create are badass aggressive that I've outlined. I don't need them. That's why I haven't really created them. So, like, I want them, but I don't need them. So that's the conundrum. If I needed them, they would have already been created. But I don't need them. I want them. Everybody else would want them as well if they saw them. But once again,
stop filled. I
already don't make an awesome ROI in the time that I put. And I'm not complaining, because I have a deeper why I do it, why I sell training, why I'm even public as a trader. I have a deeper why around all that. So I'm not complaining, but, like, I'm not going to build a tool that has ongoing infrastructure and ongoing development and eat the cost of it when I don't need it.
Stop filled.
I'd like it. It would be really awesome. It'd be pretty cool. And I already have it designed. I already have it mocked up. I already have the logic. I already have everything built, ready to go. I mean, as far as, mocked up. So I'm already there. It's just that I can't justify the capital expenditure unless there's someone willing to work with me on a one-to-one basis that is a coder. And in process of coding for Tradovate, they'll learn the system at such a deep level that they'll be a trader in the quickest amount of time possible. So that's one of the things I've been working on behind the scenes is seeing if I can work out a mutually beneficial relationship with a developer that is an alpha within our system.
Order filled.
To then create badass Tradovate tools. I mean, awesome. I mean, like next level. I'm talking like just imagine clicking one button and having the precise entry at that precise time based on the high probability trade system that we trade. Just imagine that. That's just a tip of the iceberg. Just the tip. Hey, I'm invited to the Precious Metals Trading Challenge. Oh, sweet. All right, well, let's do that. Let's do it. All right, we're up about, I don't know how much we made on that trade, however much we made on that trade. This CL trade's starting to annoy the heck out of me. No, I agree, though. That would be, sorry, man, I don't know how to say your name, or I got to read it. Kobe Ahi?
Stop filled.
So Tradovate is in. Hey, Lance, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good today.
Stop filled.
So there's two roads we need to go with Tradovate. We need to add the core well, we already have the core indicators, but there are other indicators that I'd like to add to Tradovate, and that is in JavaScript. That's JavaScript. How am I getting disconnected from friggin' TradingView, dude? Like, I've got super connection. All right. So we need to decide here on this trade here, is that actually where it's going to react? We're getting an early signal. So I think what we do is we trade the levels. That's what we do. We got a strong level. We trade the strong level. It is a fade trade. So if you do not have your fade card, you either do a participation trade, because once again, this is a fade trade.
Order filled.
We're expecting a possible reaction around the RDA on the 60. Let's go back to the 5. I apologize for being on the 60. I'll look in. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank what Tradovate language API is, but I'll tell you right now, because I'm dealing with 3 different platforms, and one platform C++. Well, CR charts C++. Another platform is well, obviously PineScript.
Order filled.
But Tradovate API. No, I think. Well, no, you can. No, it doesn't. Like, you don't. It doesn't. The API isn't language specific. You would most likely develop a full stack, probably Python backend. You know, with a some kind of front end full stack. You know, quick development. Like I said, I haven't been coding on the web for shit. I don't know. It's been 2 years at least. So I don't know what the latest kind of front end full stack web development, like what would be the I mean, I've used them all. I mean, I've created for my software business, for instance, I built the full back end. I did some Python. I built it in PHP. I built the WordPress plugin. I built the extensions, add-ons, whatever it's called, for Firefox and Chrome. And then I also built. I mean, I coded everything. I did that. I designed the database with the help, obviously, with a curmudgeon DBA. Like, you know, and we supported, I don't know, up to 1,000 concurrent users at any given time, sometimes, which isn't. I mean, I know that's not much, but it is a lot when you're on a MySQL backend, and then you've developed
order filled.
You know, PHP, which isn't the best, and then you have both a web-facing app, as well as you have various plugins and add-ons, as well as you have a WordPress plugin, which developing WordPress plugins back then, it's better now, a little bit better, but back then, I mean, it was okay. It's just like, it's kind of like Windows, WordPress. You have to include so many. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole. This doesn't matter. So to answer your question, Lance, the back end. I mean, you're connecting to the Trade08 API, and then basically, most likely your core logic code would be in Python, because I believe that if you go to GitHub, I think they have a recommended library that is Python based. See, I did a dumb fade trade, but we're still in the scale in metric, so we'll do it within the scale in.
Order filled.
I didn't add at the scale in. I agree 1000%. Boom. Once again, fade trades. You don't fade. That's why you don't fade the market. So we're at the middle of that zone. I expect some type of reaction, possibly. Here.
Order filled.
But once again, it's a fade trade. It's not the best fade trade. Fuck, I should have just sold that momentum once again. All right, that's my first bad. Well, I've had 2 bad trades. This is my second bad trade. So both of them were fade trades. So once again, yeah, yes. Like, you can look it up too. I mean, just search for Trade08 API. The problem with the Trade08 API is it is not helpful at all. I mean, so, sweet. Yeah, be open to. Damn it, dude. Freaking A. I'm so pissed about this trade here. I should have just not faded early. Just waited.
Order filled.
I mean, the benefit of working with me from for someone in this type of relationship is that I mean, I understand code, but I'll be the trade side. I'll be the trade side, but I understand. I would not ask for something that would not be feasible, for instance, in code, or would be too hard, or I would already have a general idea of how we would execute it. I mean, I've looked at the API. I mean, but my time, like I said, this only happens if I find someone that we can work on a mutual beneficial relationship, sorry, I'm looking at the trade. I'm just deciding, do I take half off here, or do I add some more? Because it looks like it's ready to actually rip from here. We need to look at the
order
daily.
filled.
Yeah. So it's at the 62, and that's at a previous day open. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a good trade there on that GC trade. All right, I'm going to sit on these for a second, see how they do. Not really looking at the chart. I'm reloading a new chart book on CR chart, so I'm working on that. I sometimes forget who's alpha and who's not, just because I'm not. Oh, thanks, Banger Man. Thank you, man. And I think this week we will release our opening range indicator. And I've been working with an alpha that's going to work hand in hand with me to create the next phase of awesome Rex Dog indicators. So we're working on the opening range one. We figured we'd start with a simple one so we could see, how we work together, make sure that it's a fit for him and fit for we just worked well together. So I'm really excited about that because having someone that can work with me on PineScript trading view indicators that I have about, okay, we're not going to do 40, but I have about 40 indicators. And I've shared this before. The end state, one of the end states that we have is but me primarily, I'm going to figure out, I'm going to predict ranges. We are going to create an indicator that's going to predict ranges. And it's going to predict ranges within 10% of the range. And it's going to be within a 1% deviation, if not smaller, of that range size. I'm going to do it. So, sorry, everybody. Market has a way of punching you in the face. Damn it, you're right, TA. Especially when you trade against your system or you trade against your logic. Okay, it looks like the GC trade's on almost. So we're at a strong level test on GC. Oh, fucking A, dude. That trade hurt there. Now I have to decide, do I buy this here or do I actually sell this again?
Order filled.
I think I just made the decision for me.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. So I'm going to put a protective stop in CL because it hit the range I was looking for. I just started way too early on that thing. So on CL, I'm just going to divvy them up just because I want to. That's my protective stops on CL. You can't even see them because this chart. Oh yeah, you can. That's my protective stop on CL. It's either going to move from this range or it's not. So it's pretty, I'll give it a little bit of a deviation to go down about $2 or $3, but it's either going to move from this range or not. No, I'm also writing in my novel, by the way. So, that's the other thing. I've got a release date that I want to hit. Damn it, NQ, come on. I'm fading that move, that's why. It's punishing me for fading.
Order filled. Order filled.
Nah, we're going to have to reverse that. I think we're going to have to reverse that. Yeah. So if this strong level holds here, then we'll reverse. Yeah.
Order filled. Order filled.
Right, so double tap that strong level. The cumulative delta is pretty far down. So, but, once again, Momentum trade is the trade I should have done.
Order filled.
What was that? That was a weird sound. Oh, we got picked up on the GC trade. Okay. Let's, on the GC trade there, we'll add up to 219. I think we need to be a little bit careful there because I think on that GC trade, that on that trade, you know, maybe something did hit in the market. Maybe some kind of news that the Fed's going to do something, right? Like I said, I don't follow the news, but based on the way gold just moved, you got to respect that candle. You just can't not respect the candle. So you got to respect the candle. It's an alpha candle. I mean, it took out some decent price action there. So you got to respect that candle. So let's go to our GC. Yeah. So we'd expect a reaction probably right around 218, 219. So that's kind of what we'll trade towards. So we'll see if that rolls out that way.
Order filled.
It will. Wow, that NQ just continued to sell off. Where that next range is, I don't know. Because, once again, I faded for a minute there, but that was the wrong move. So I just reversed and said, okay, we'll go with momentum. We'll go with trade what we should have traded from the get-go. I've got trailing stops in there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not showing my trade. I've got trailing stops in there. We're probably going to get knocked out because I think this is maybe the range where it might find buy support. So I anticipate this, like we might get knocked out of some of these trailing stops.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Yeah.
Stop filled.
Yeah. So I think we need to reverse that.
Order
I
filled.
think this is probably the good fade zone. It's hitting a key level on the 60. I think, I'll start to fade here a little bit.
Order filled.
All right. One more. So we'll sell on the GC. Man. It broke through that strong level with no reaction virtually. So ideally I'd want to be in a little bit larger size here on the actual GC trade, but yes, it sure does. Yeah, I'll look at DXY. We'll do that. I think we need to look. I think today I do need to look around the market a bit. I think that's something I need to do. Yeah, so DXY is still going for the RDA though. So, it's still I mean it's recaptured momentum there and it looks like it's going for an RDA test. That's where it's going to get interesting. It'll get interesting too if it actually does make it up to the mix 200 at 104. Do I have my DXY? Yeah, I do. So this is where I have so this is what I see long term on DXY. I should do an idea on that, like one of the trading view ideas.
Order filled.
Oh man, what the hell? Why did everything just reset? I hate when that happens. Sierra chart doesn't do that. I was going to share, we need to look at, or I need to look at, and I need to consider taking profit here on NVIDIA. So I need to look at NVIDIA. Yeah, so that's what I anticipated.
Order filled.
What the hell, dude? Okay. Why are things slow? It's not my machine. All right. Well, I don't know. NVIDIA's at this level. I mean, like I said, this is like
Order
an
filled.
example of a fade trade, or not a fade, of a swing trade that I did on Nvidia.
Order filled. Order filled.
Here's an example. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to figure out how I can start doing ideas. Man, look at that NQ sell off, man. Well, it's hitting right now. It's at the fast momentum check. The NQ. Let's see where the index is. That's actually what we're gonna be looking at. It's got a little bit. Yeah, thank you, TradingView. I love your app. It's so awesome. Okay, why does this show on the daily? So members, you have this indicator right here, and then just turn off the visibility on the day. Maybe you want it on the weeks, but then it doesn't show on the day. But these are the multi-time frame momentum lines. You don't need it because obviously you're looking at the day. So it looks like the day is probably going for 3071. That's what it looks like it's going for. So, and then GC wise, we're in 6 lots on that. We're short on the NQ. I mean, this is obvious. This you could look at this as an alpha candle. So somewhere around 0.65 is probably where it's gonna probably find some decent buy support, it looks like. But I probably should put some trail stops in here just once again. Dude, why are things resetting? Fucking A. Okay. I've been having connection issues the last couple hours from what I can see. This is unacceptable. I gotta get on the phone here. This is unacceptable. This pisses me off. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta call. I'm if I get off or if I'm silent, it's because I need to call and figure out why I have bad latency here. And this has been happening over the last 24 hours. I've noticed it here and there. That's the only thing I really get pissed about. That is really the only thing I get pissed about. Is when the multi-internet service providers provide shitty service. To tell you the truth, that's what I get pissed about. Especially when you pay them to provide a level of service that they contractually agree to provide.
Order filled.
So That's one thing that pisses me off. So if it disconnected, it wasn't you. It was actually one of my service providers here. So it was actually one of my service providers here. What the hell? How is that? That doesn't make any sense. GC gapped up? No. Yeah, there's something wrong too there. Man, look at that fade on GC. That really is yeah. All right. Need to get in the NQ trade.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Does feel like there's a stall on GC.
Order filled.
So I've got a gap in data here. I don't know how I have a gap in data. Well, I know how. I just don't know why I have a gap in data. All right, well, we're back up. And I did get a message back saying that they're having infrastructure issues. Okay, what does that mean? That means someone's in their friggin' infrastructure with a sledgehammer? Or does that mean that, like... You know, this doesn't seem right. This NDX level here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's see if we're, like, we just need to be patient on this GC trade. We're in the right zone. I mean, I think if should be a well executed fade if it does sell off. But obviously, if it continues up, we do have the opening range. You know, where's the opening range indicator on here? I thought I added this to this chart. I'll add the new one. So, just the one that I just added. How do I do that? I mean, which platform do I use? That's what I'm trying to ask. That's what I'm really
order
trying to
filled.
ask. Fuck you, dude. What the hell, dude? Thank you. Gee. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at that. Well, we need to decide if we're going to exit the... We're at the time. Look at that. That's a pretty baller move there. On GC. Yeah. What the hell, dude? All right. NQ is very skittish, but it's creating one of those kind of... So I'll screenshot this. I'm gonna need to give this to someone. It's a real-time stall zone. So this is a real-time stall zone. The problem is I'm not streaming the actual chart that this would be helpful on. Well, golly. Sorry, I had an idea for my novel, or a couple chapters I need to outline. So I'm outlining them. And then this trade's either going to work out or not here, right in this zone. So it's either going to work
Order
out in
filled.
this zone or not. So generally when you see a stall zone like that on chart 2, like you're going to see kind of like a false break sometimes. Sometimes it does break. It does sell off. And then you want to see at least 2 green candles recapture momentum and bias. Like that's what generally happens on kind of like a stall zone like that you see on chart 2. But it doesn't look like it's appearing to work, or it's appearing to, well, it might be rolling out. So, you know, we're in 2 fade trades right now. And they're kind of, I need to probably get out of one just because they're directionally the same. So I'm deploying my capital in the same direction. Because if NQ is going to rip up, then the GC is probably going to sell off. So like I'm functionally in the same trade. So it's not like I'm spreading my risk. It's not like the signals are different. Literally the pattern is just reverse. So I need to figure out if I do exit or exit them both. I guess like I could do that. All right, I need to fire up this platform. Atticus. The question is, do I outline this in Plotter, or do I outline this in the actual writing tool? I think I outline this in Plotter. Yep, that's what we do, son. Okay, is it vibration multiverse or is it vibration this one? I don't remember which one I did it in. Oh, there should be an update to this because they said you can do different views now. Oh yeah. I don't think this is it. Yeah, this. I don't want to do this one. I don't care about this. I think it's vibration multiverse. Sorry, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if this is. I mean, it must be. There must be something. I mean, something's driving it, right? So, guess I just take a loss on both these trades. And then decide to enter one a little bit more heavily.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, see, NQ moved up. Now it's doing that move now, so that's just a matter of, obviously the simple support and resistance is 2013 on the GC trade. So I am having latency issues. So this is actually where it's the case. It's probably not the platform that you're watching on. I do see it. I see it in the panel that I'm watching. There we go. Oh, this is this. What the fuck? Okay. Do I not have a vibration? I must not have a vibration. I thought I did. Communication time. That's weird. I thought I did have that. Oh, no, here it is. This is what happens when you don't constantly look at your stuff. You forget what you're doing. Well, we were in profit a little bit there. And then the NQ trade is thinking about working out. Yeah. Right now I'm just waiting for this one trade here on the gold futures to potentially work out. And then here I did exit at a minor loss. So those are my entries there on GC. You can see pretty much entering at the top on a fade. That's what we need to do. Okay. So this wouldn't be the fallen. I don't think we want to do the fallen one. Come on, dude. Get me in profit, man. That would be Sons of Oh yeah, one of the I guess we're up in that trade now. The challenge is that we'll probably have to get out here because this fade trade might not sell off to the extent that we want it to. But let's look at the chart. Let's see what the chart tells us. Well, that chart is not the right chart, so that's not going to tell us anything, is it? NQ is doing a momentum check, so you know now's about the time you would expect maybe a chart. You'd expect some multi-chart kind of like confirmations. Will SPY go up? I don't know. We can look at SPY. I'm not going to look at it on this chart. Oh, let's look at our internal stuff. So we're below the zero line now. So it's trying to recapture the zero line, but it might be another opportunity for a sell on the NQ though. That might be another opportunity for a sell. So I think that's number one. We should look at our trade here. So we're up about $1,900 in that GC trade. At this point, how do can you reset a chart? You know, there's, so I'm getting, so I apologize. I'm getting confused with like, CR chart and, like using Tradeovate now. That's how much I've been actually diving into Sierra chart. Yeah, so there is no reset of chart. I thought there was a reset of chart, but there isn't. There isn't Sierra charts. You can reset a chart. It works pretty damn well too. So we're up about $3,600 on that GC trade. We need to take some off there, or yeah, because it's at a momentum check and it could just bounce off that momentum check. So once again, it's a fade. You take profits quick in a fade, and I'm dilly-dallying, as they say. Okay, well, I'd like it to sell off a little bit more and hit the RDA. That's what I'd like to see it do. So let's give it a little opportunity to do that.
Order filled.
RDA is right here. Where the RDA is at is right here, and that aligns with kind of a level too. So that's kind of like where the RDA is at right there. And that would be an overshoot for that check there. So we're going to kind of play it both ways. We're going to not give the opportunity to take a loss. And then I'm just going to we'll do 2 lots each, kind of trail our stops. And maybe it sells off deeper. But maybe it doesn't. Because once again, it's a fade trade. We're fighting momentum. So we don't expect you don't expect a runner on a fade trade. That's the problem with fade trades. Like they're good trades. Yeah, I did too. I thought that there was a way to reset, but no, right click doesn't work in Trade08. And Trade08's so stupid about the way that they do their tools. Basically, the same button, the left click that you use to do entries, you use to draw tools too. It's really a kind of a user interface error. That's how I know most of these platforms, they actually don't cater to real traders. Because if they cater to real traders, I mean, like their team doesn't listen to real traders. Because like I've seen on the message board this come up time and time again, and it's just bad design on something that you're trading a financial instrument on, which is that the same button that you use to draw tools is the same button that you use to interact with orders, and you can't change it. So it can't be modified. I know I'm complaining about stuff, but like, hey, I thought there was a reset selection too, but there isn't. Nah, I should have sold the NQ again. For some reason, my chart 3 is not updating it at all. And I don't know why. It makes no sense. There it is. Okay, now it did. What the hell? That's a huge alpha candle there on chart 3. That's a huge alpha candle. Both CL and NQ sold off.
Filled.
Yeah. Getting knocked out of our, which we expect. I mean, we expect to get knocked out of our GC trade. It's a fade trade after all, like I said. We're still in 10 lots there, so maybe I'm trying to give it a little bit of room in case like it decides that it does want to sell off. And then NQ decides that it does want to rip up, because the NDX is it's exceeding our fast momentum indicator. And then if we just use simple logic on the alpha here, this alpha candle here, boom,
Stop filled.
we're almost at the key level there on that alpha, almost. So, and then now we're at the 10 o'clock hour. So
Order filled.
we'll do just a slight fade on this here. But the buyers are not excited about buying anymore. They were really excited earlier. Well, not really. They were partially excited earlier. Yeah.
Order filled.
And what sucks too about Trade08, or I found, is basically so I have shortcuts on my other machine. But okay, there we go. I think it's gonna rip up now.
Order filled.
That was kind of the volatility you expect. So, but I have to now reset all the shortcuts on this machine because it doesn't carry over within your account. I know I'm complaining about a lot of things. Update to our eating disorders policy. YouTube has an eating disorders policy. Why would they have an eating disorders policy? Okay, whatever. What the hell? How do we get it?
Stop field. Stop field. Stop field.
Yeah, we're getting knocked out of
Stop
obviously
field.
our
Order
GC
filled.
trade. And then knocked out of our GC trade there. So I'm trading on the daily on the NDX. That's what I'm trading. We're trading just an early. We don't have confirmation yet. Obviously, we have no confirmation. So I'm just trading that it's gonna exceed a little bit on the daily here, come down, maybe hit this key level here, and then. But once again, should have been trading momentum. Shouldn't have been fading it. Oh, you know, someone did share a spreadsheet on our thing. Huh? Oh. Yeah, we're out of our GC trade. Would have been nice to capture more of that on the upside. Well, I can say this. Oh. So who sent that to me? I can't remember who sent that to me. Oh, there we go. I think I need to like assign these scenes. I think that's what I need to do. So is that Sons of Man or Sons of God? I think it's Sons of God. Son. How do you spell repentant? Repentant. Okay. Put that here. That's probably how I need to do this. I need to probably do this based on like where it's at. No, that doesn't make sense either. Babylon Authority. Oh, sorry. I'm working on other things. I'm not showing my trade. So I'm still in 2 lots, obviously. Not obviously. 2 lots in GC. And then we're in a fade trade where we're down about a G, about 1,000. Top G. Andrew, as Andrew Tate says. I think he's out of jail now, right? Did I do it out of jail now? Of course the top G's out of jail.
Order filled.
Yeah. General. We know this was just a matter of time, really. Twitter, the Kobasi letter. Just in regional bank stocks are plunging with multiple stocks down 20+% in a matter of minutes. Yeah. Okay, so that's what hit, obviously. Yeah. Stock halted, buckle up. All right. Yep. It's about to get real, as they say. It's about to get real. That's why gold, okay. We don't ever say why because we never know. But I would assume the fact that regional bank stocks are plunging down 20% in a matter of minutes. Pac West is down 29%. Western Alliance is down 25%. Well, let's look at the bank index. Duh. We're chart traders. Like, duh.
Stop filled.
That's what she said. My stop has been filled. Ah, where are we at? Where are my industries? There we go. Let's look across the industries. Let's do it, man. Ooh, things are down. Not as bad as it is. Well, high yield, you know what's interesting actually is high yield actually is holding up. It's not ripping down. You would think in this type of environment, high yield, well, it did lose the RDA. So I guess high yield is ripping down. So XLF, the financial side, yeah, look at that sell-off. Bam. About 3% in the ETF. Could be this type of move here. Look at that, man. Look at this. This is friggin' awesome. Okay, it's not awesome. Obviously, the economic destruction of one of the superpowers of the world is not awesome. What I'm saying is awesome is look at the RDA, man. Look at how well the RDA does. Look at that. XLF came up to the RDA. Hey, what are you doing, Chloe? Chloe, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You little crazy dog? Little drunk doggy?
Stop filled.
We're out of the GC trade. I'm in a fade NQ trade. I apologize. I don't show that on the chart. We're up about 1,600 on that bad boy. On TradingView, you can't place trailing stops, right? No, you can. You can place. Maybe if I could properly talk. You can place trailing stops. Well, let me buy one lot. Let me sell one lot here.
Order filled.
Okay, now trade, create new order. So stop, limit, stop. I thought there was a way to do a trailing stop on TradingView. Maybe there's not. So, okay, I'm in one lot, and then I'm going to go trade, and then I'm going to buy here. Is it going to take me out of that trade? No. Now then, can I right click on this and modify this order? I think I can. I sound like that train that's trying to go over the hill. Yeah, okay, so I can modify this order. I thought there was a way to do a stop loss. Like a trailing stop loss on this. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I don't think you can do trailing stop losses on TradingView. All right, I'll get out of this trade.
Order filled.
Oh, wait. Let me enter the trade again. Sorry.
Order filled.
So this, what is this here? This little thing here.
Order filled.
Oh, that's a reverse. Okay. I just burned through about, you know, what, $100 in messing around with this stupid platform. Anyways. So GC's going up. Boom. I guess, you know what? What I said about GC before, we're wrong. It feels good to be wrong. I think, you know, why is this highlighted here? Oh, I think that's that indicator. I got to look at that indicator. I believe we might want to, you know, based on what's kind of gone down. Yeah, I think, I mean, the answer is there. That level held. So everything on gold is momentum long.
Order filled. Order filled.
So, you know, might as well go with momentum, right? Boom. So I went longage on gold. Should have done it earlier.
Order filled. Stop filled.
What did I get stopped out of? What the hell? I'm waiting to get picked up, so I'll buy gold all the way down to 2017. 2017 spot 9, maybe a little bit below that at the level there. So that's where we'll buy gold down to. And then the NQ might be moving in our favor, possibly. I mean, we're up about $2,000 on that thing. For free. So I'm not really engaging today. I'm working on multiple things, working on training. Log in. What? Huh? Oh, thank you, Ninja Trader Shark. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Dude, I can't type today. I'll give you my jumpy guy. Man, I was in profit and then I'm not in profit. NQ, you be punishing him. You be punishing me. Oh. Let me go there. I thought I created an account for that place. Oh, look at CL finally moved from that bottom. Damn it. I missed that trade too. It was focused on something else. Guess I can peruse Twitter and actually see if there's something going down on Twitter. Just announced in the United States. Senator Lindsey Graham called your Social Security and Medicare entitlements and wants to cut them because he doesn't need them. Okay. Just announced. Wait. What the hell? This is stupid. This is why I don't go to Twitter. Twitter's a terrible news. Like, I don't really... Mike Pence. I don't care about Lala. I care even less about whoever Lala is. All right, we'll go to a financial news site. I'm going to break down. We're going to do it. I find that extremely funny. Stocks fucking pop-ups. Stock plummets as bank sinks. Fed meetings gets underway. Yeah, so the Fed's meeting. Stock, you know, the bank stocks are plummeting. Which, I mean, they've been signaling that for what? 3 weeks now? So it shouldn't be a surprise to the market. Thank you, I didn't know that. Open the order panel, click on the stop loss bracket order, select trailing stop in the drop down menu. Oh. Yeah, it actually didn't show that when I opened it up. So maybe, I don't know, I'll try it again. TradingView is the most annoying platform on the planet because it disconnects you consistently. See that? I got somehow disconnected because I visited their help site. A stupid platform. Sorry, I know I'm honorary today, or whatever the word is. I'm just, you know, it's not, the market's not bothering me at all. Market's doing fine. But it's this stupid tech. Job openings fall to the lowest level since April. Stocks plummet as banks sink. Fed, blah, blah, blah. Half of America's banks are already insolvent. That's how the credit crunch begins. Yeah. Okay, you're a little late to the party, pal. This is why I can't read the news, because we've known this for 3 months. All the news that's on Yahoo is we've known this for 3 months, if not longer. It must be great to be like a financial reporter, because basically all you got to do is just wait 3 months and just start reporting stuff that's 3 months old. You just got to look back 3 months. I should be a financial reporter.
Order filled.
Vol has slowed a bit. So I'm working on 4 different things. I'm outlining a couple key things in a novel I'm writing. I'm looking at Sierra chart to make sure that this is working. We've got a new indicator that we're working on. The opening range, trading, and I'm outlining here and there the swing trade update to the training. So this is the final push. If it doesn't go profitable, then I'll reverse on the NQ. If it doesn't go profitable here, meaning it doesn't recapture bias and momentum, then I'll exit this trade. But it looks like it's going to. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some trailing stops in where they're going to get taken out at a loss or taken out when it rips up. So either or, I don't really care at this point in time. We're in the trade. Manage the trade. The trade is managed. Don't need to think about it anymore. It's in the process of being managed, or it is actually being managed. It is managed. All right.
Stop filled.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. we'll see if GC wants to make the next move here, or does it want to stall? Well, no. I mean, it says why it's well. All right, so we'll see here. No, we're up on that GC trade almost. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I love just how random services now just send you updates that you never asked for. Like one of my cloud services sent me a memories email like I really want it. Like I've asked for it. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Forbes should be banned from showing up in search results. They always have the worst articles. I saw that Vice was actually not doing well. Guess I should refresh this and see. Just being patient with the trade, really. That's all we're doing. Because we're okay. Well, we're up on the NQ trade, only 4 lots there, and then we were looking to get picked up for additional lots, and I probably would have scaled in more in that GC trade. Probably. No. No, it was a failure. But C4 gave the clues. Then C2, C4. I'm good. I am good. We're just sitting on a couple trades here, working on getting profitable on those trades. How about you? You know, it's slow. There's no reason to enter any trades or do anything, so I'm working on other things. Testing out Mid-Journey as well as Stable Diffusion. Well, I mean, I've used both of them, Stable Diffusion and Mid-Journey. So I've used both of them. We're seeing whether or not we need to hire someone, or we're going to use Stable Diffusion for something we're working on. Living and learning. Sweet. That's what it's about, right? Living and learning. Let me see. I started watching that Pac documentary. That's pretty good. I mean, there's some unique perspectives there. It's on Hulu, I think. I don't know. Wait, don't I have a Midjourney account? Why is it asking me to log in with Discord? I thought I had a Midjourney account. Sure. Yeah, I'm human, motherfucker.
Stop field. Stop field.
What did we get? Whoa! Nasdaq really started to sell off there. Or no, it didn't. It just looks like it did. Well, I think I was stopped out in some profit once again. Yeah. Well, things are deciding here. Yeah.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So we're up on that GC trade. These are invalid. We don't need these anymore. So I will test creating a trailing stop. But I thought, like, okay. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously not. I need to get a snack and refill my coffee and check on Rex. Need to do a couple things. I'll be right back. I'll be back. Market. I'm in 2 trades. We're up 580 on the NQ. We're up 440 on the GC. We'll see if it pulls back and picks up the NQ trade. You know, it's creating this kind of little interesting little range zone on the 5-minute, or on the on the 5-minute, but also on chart 4. So, you know, I think the best trades that are on the table right now, well, except for GC, if you didn't buy that pullback, system told you to buy the pullback. That's what I did. Followed the system. And then the next thing is the fade trade on the NQ looks to be promising. We'll see though. I'm gonna put trailing stops in there because it is a fade trade, but it might come up. You know, it might come up all the way. I mean, it might fail at the momentum check here, or it's gonna take it all the way up to 180 spot 5. I mean, it could really get up there if it really wants to start moving. So we'll give it a little bit of room, see how that works out. What would that be? That would be so up 790. Probably should protect this GC position. So let's do that. There we go. Up about 2,600 on that trade there on the NQ. I mean, if it really gets going, it might come up and check the RDA if it really wants to move and get up to like I don't know, 330, then it could really move, but we'll see. All right, I need to get more coffee. Actually, I know what I want. I actually don't want coffee right now. I want something else. 1 deuce. We don't die, we multiply. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give that GC trade plenty of room. You're either gonna work out, like you're gonna rip up bigly, or you're not gonna rip up bigly. Ah, look at that. We're gonna get knocked out of this NQ trade. It's, you know, the buyers are getting slapped.
Stop field.
Yeah. I think we will sell up there when it gets to that slow momentum check if I'm around. What's up, Biscuit? What are you doing, little doggy? Hey, we got you tactical gear, man. I know you're happy about that. I'm gonna be tactical now. I'm gonna be tactical, man. What's up, Bulldog? I know you look like it's gonna be tactical. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've trained from that. My girlfriend. Ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Alright, stop. Rex, you gotta collaborate and listen. I know. I just gotta go to the brand new bench and something. Will it ever stop? I guess we got knocked out of that trade we didn't really super want to be. I gotta go find Rex. Go find my buddy. '96 Bonnie and Clyde. Here you go. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this chair. Alright? And then I'm gonna move this chair so you can sit on it and you can see me. You can be my pal. You can be my ace. Right? You got this whole big ass chair to yourself. Alright, man? I'm gonna like take your molly gear here. And take your molly, take your tactical gear. I'm gonna move your tactical gear over here. I'm gonna give you a little blanket. Give my homie a little blanket. Or do you want my... Here. There you go. You stay. Got a little blanket. Alright. Oh, stop growling at me, man. I'm trying to hook the brother up. There you go. Rex did not like that situation. Just sit down, man. Alright, now you can sit there, watch me. You can do your little business. You can guard. Get on guard duty. You can do whatever you do. I know what you do. You do what you do what you do. Hey, stay. Nope, nope, you stay. Nope, I'm gonna make you stay there, man. No, I'm the boss today. I'm the alpha. You're the beta. Beta. You're the beta. Beta stays there. All right, beta doesn't move. I'm the alpha. You're the beta. Okay. Betas don't move. Yeah. Yeah, it's about to get crazy. We're probably in uncharted territory, I think, in some of the economy. Will you stop? Stop. Stop. Like I said, you know, I haven't readily shared this, but I'm thoroughly convinced that we're engaged in World War III right now. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan, I guess you heard me talking to Rex. Yeah. I mean, there's a constant battle between who's the alpha of the house. He consistently thinks he is. And then every now and then I have to remind him that I can pick him up. It's hard to be an alpha when another man can pick you up. If another man can pick you up one-handed, yeah. It's hard to be the alpha. Just chill, man. I give you a whole chair to yourself. Just chill. It's almost nice enough where I could let him be outside. And then he'd be the happiest dog on the planet. I love your quote on Henry Ford. Hey, just chill, man. Like, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Man, oh man, oh man. Surprise, surprise, surprise. You know, actually, I don't know if anybody saw the results of the actual crypto hearing. It was kind of overshadowed. There's actually, you know, it's kind of, I don't know. Sorry. It was kind of interesting, especially with Circle and kind of where Circle's positioning their stuff.
under the icon. Rex, come here, buddy. I guess he doesn't want to chill with me. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Rex. Rex. Okay. You just sit there and relax, man. You don't need to go places. You don't got places to see, people to do. You're good. I used to use white charts, but then I switched over to dark mode because I was looking at charts in the dark. Plus, I just like the look better. It's easier to see the indicators. Ah, look at that. It did break through. So, you know. So I don't get it. I joined this stupid server. And they didn't give me an account. So what the... Oh, there we go. Anybody have recommendation? I've used Stable Diffusion. I thought I had a friggin' account at Midjourney, but like I don't. Like, and like, is there other AI or image AI tools that we should test? Oh, Bing has an image creator. It's powered by Dolly. I didn't know that. But Dolly isn't that great. I mean, I know Dream. I've tried Dream. I've tried the Crayon. I mean, Midjourney I know does the best kind of like photos. So we're up 540 on the GC trade. We're up 640. We're up 1300, and that's really pulling back there on that NQ
Stop
trade.
filled.
Yeah. Thought I was going to reach for the next momentum indicator, but obviously not.
Stop filled.
Oh. Dolly. I think I feel like listening to some music. So we're going to listen to some music. Damn, look at that sell off. I should have been short on the NQ, man. But I think it's going to hold this level. I mean, we got a strong level here. Right here. So
Order
I
filled.
think it's worth the risk on this strong level here, right around 120, 120. We don't die, we multiply.
Order filled.
By the way, that's from a movie called South Central. I figured out where it's finally from. And they only really say it once. But for some reason, I watched it as a young buck, and it just stuck in my head. So, New Music Friday, Jack Harlow's new album is garbage. Like, I don't know who he's making music for. He's really fell off. I loved him like when he first came out. Like his first 2 years, 3 years. I don't know what happened to him as he kind of blown up. He's got whack. Yeah, I usually don't call someone's album because it's art. I usually don't call it garbage, but there's no redeeming quality of his album. It's Passover. But so this New Music Friday, this last Friday, wasn't that great. I judge a New Music Friday by how many like songs I add or how many songs I add to a playlist. And this last Friday, not this not 2 Fridays ago,
Order filled.
was pretty good. I added like 10 to 15 songs. That's a pretty good, for me anyways. Who's Sad Frosty? I never heard of Sad Frosty. I'll listen to this dude. Cardi B drugged me. Cardi B drugged me. I like this guy. Sad Frosty. You'll see that I bought that there on the NQ. Ooh. I like this new Rancid song. That's my new jam. If I can use that word. I'll share some music since we're just waiting for trades in Discord. I actually like this. What's up with these songs getting shorter and shorter? Like they're getting shorter and shorter. I like this Jericho song. I really like this Jericho song. By I don't even know who it's by. Inco? Inco? Indico? I don't know. Who's Bowski? Never heard of Bowski. A lot of these white rappers are emo. guy sounds like the dude that did the race. Yeah, we'll see if this NQ trade is going to work out.
Order filled.
Get out of my way, man. Sorry. I apologize. I was loud. There's this little gnat or bug or something. It's not even that time of season yet for little gnats to be about. Dude. The fuck is wrong with this thing? Ah. I swear. Every day, something doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't have faded that. Or waited a little bit here. Ah, GC's working out finally. That's funny. Sometimes AI comes up with the dumbest stuff. Sorry, I'm not talking. I mean, you can see the trades I'm executing, or you can see what I'm doing. I'm fading, obviously, the NQ, and then we're long on the GC. So nothing else is really piquing my interest. Ah, I thought this trade was going to work out in my favor. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm trading the overshoot pattern.
Order filled.
Okay, on the actual NQ. So I'm gonna probably call it here in a few minutes. Any charts or things you want me to go over before we call the morning session? Because I gotta get better at my emoji use. I don't use enough emojis. Right, Rex? I need to be using more emojis. That's what I heard, anyways. I accept your terms of service. Okay, let me.
Good morning, everyone.
Who's that? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
I-
kidding. So,
Oh, I have my headset in.
how's trading going for you?
It's going okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't even checked my PnL today. I'm sure I'm up probably about 11 or 12 grand or something probably. I was just focused on doing good trades, like so. But I'm in a fade now, trying to fade the NQ there. Looks like that's probably gonna work out in the favor, and then also in a gold trade up about 2100 on the gold trade, and then I mean, if this actually NQ trade actually moves up to the next momentum check at 13166, that could be a decent trade. Only in 10 lots there. But yeah, I'm waiting to see if people are gonna get back. Oh, I heard that. I like that. Still, I got summer in my mind. I need to like that song. Ooh, man, look at that GC trade. It's really moving. So, I mean, when I did the TA earlier, I had a short bias. Or not a short bias. I mean, I just was, yeah, I had a short bias on the high, but now that it's recaptured the high and it's ripping, I think it's looking to make its break. Okay, TradingView, thank you for telling me that you're disconnected everywhere. I'm gonna have to check the profile of TradingView. So I think it's going to the next level. It's going for 2055. I mean, if it breaks these highs, it's just gonna keep going. There's no reason why it would slow down. So no, I'll create that. I'll create it. I got busy, so I already created it. I just need to sign up for it.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just,
no,
yeah.
I mean, I was in the midst of doing it last night. It's just
I get it. I fell asleep at like 8, dude.
I didn't sleep at all. I don't know what's wrong. I haven't been sleeping. Like, I feel good, which is odd. I feel actually pretty well. Like, I don't know. I think I'm getting like an hour of sleep at least, but that's not normal for me. Okay, what is this? Why is it telling me resize? Okay. Every friggin' time I log into something, it does something stupid. Okay. I hate, you know what? It should be illegal to say per month billed annually. That should be illegal. I mean, I'm not a big government type of dude. Like at
But
all.
which one are you looking at?
Well, just any service now. What they do is they do the little stupid trick, like hey, and then so
Oh,
like for instance,
subscription into
yeah,
annual.
and
Yeah.
then the monthly plan is double, but then they do the pay annually. Like it's just like it's like I said, it's bogus.
It do be.
I mean, I can do the calculation. It's just, it should be illegal to price it that way. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be illegal. There should be a way I could punish these people for pricing it that way. GC, that trade's working out pretty good. So right now we're up about 2,200 on the NQ trade, and we're up about 3,200 on the GC trade. It's not bad. So GC is fade, or no, GC is a textbook RDTS momentum trade up 2,900 or so. Yeah, no, Nathan, you agree with me. I mean, it's just so, yeah, the way they phrase it, and then like every, like, you know what they're doing. It's just like so. For instance, this new subscription we're signing up for, it says $30 a month to build yearly, and then or the monthly plan you can pay, which is $65 a month. So it's obvious what they want to ensure that you do, right? But it should be, like you said. I'm just not a big, it's like the new bill that they're trying to pass to ban TikTok, right? It's just like the bill that they passed after 9/11, that the Patriot Act. Anytime you give these people any power, they abuse it and they overreach. So I wouldn't want them given power to actually say how things could be sold, because within 10 years, it would just be a nightmare. I don't know. Some days I think the comet can't come quick enough. I don't know which one this is connected to. Oh, that's right. Right? Yeah. Up 3,600 on that trade. I don't have any trailing stops on the actual Dude, I just bought, and now you want me to fill out a survey of how I heard about you? No. And I can't download your software without filling it out. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to complain here on the stream, but this is the worst customer service. I just bought your tool, and now you're making me fill out a multi-question survey. I'm gonna put other here. This is the worst purchase experience I've had in the last 90 days. And Taco Bell screwed up my last 3 orders. How will you be using? I'm not. I'm probably going to cancel it now that you're making me go through this. Other. Fucking A. I have to answer their stupid ass questionnaire just to get in. And then they have a button here that says upgrade plan. Oh my god, this place sucks. I hate bad upsells. I hate bad customer experiences. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining because I'm sure my customer experience sucks too. But I'm also not. What the fuck? Okay, I'll send you this tier, man. I signed up. I mean, it annoyed me through the whole process, but it is what it is. I am what I am. Well, we're still in that NQ trade. Yeah. So GC's pulling back. Maybe we'll get knocked out of that. I don't really want to be knocked out of that, but so we'll give it a little bit more room possibly. And I'll be calling it a morning stream and probably be streaming in the afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. Well, GC is possibly doing an early RSI signal there on that sell-off. So that might be something to consider, add to the consideration. Okay. Well, now GC's punishing us for doing the right trade. Okay. I'll get that over to you in 1 second. Hope it doesn't make us do that every time. That would piss me off. So what does this CME, precious gold metal, there? Are you ready to go for gold? Then here is your golden opportunity. I see what you did there, CME Group. CME Group will be launching a metals trading challenge coming this June. You'll have the opportunity to practice trading highly liquid precious. Why can't I read that? Why did it cut it off? Precious metals. During the challenge, you'll explore our suite of precious metals contracts and test drive strategies in a simulated environment. That'd be interesting, I guess. I'll look at it. Got through my filters, so it must have thought it was important to get through my filters. We're up about 3,000 on the NQ trade. Yeah. Well, see, that's why, oh, JDS, I don't know if you're still on the stream. For sure. So today might be a good day to kind of redo a recap video. So maybe I won't stream this afternoon. Maybe I'll just recap the day. All right, well, we're going to call it I think we'll call it both of those pulled back and they held momentum. So, I mean, right now, the NQ, a sell right around 167 or so, maybe a little between 161 and 167 if it gets there. I mean, it's hard to say. It's actually, I'm gonna take
Order filled. Order filled.
some off that trade just because it's starting to pull back and it might actually fail here. So there's no reason to kind of stay in the trade or not maximize some of the profit on that thing. So, but it might, the sell on NQ is probably right around, well, let's look at chart 4. 174. 174 is probably the sell on the NQ. Trade Room Alpha. I can use that site to find audio. I'm going to create a Trade Room Alpha sound effect. And I did, what is this? How come my soundboard's not working? That's not fair. Oh, I don't have Trade Room Alpha here. Okay, I need to. So I spent a little bit of time this morning modifying my Steam Deck per application. Oh, dude, that's so badass. Like, it's like I'm next level. I'm like on a new level. How come my sounds aren't playing on Discord? Mama, don't let your daddy grow up to be cowboys. Why are my sounds not? Well, that's awesome that my soundboard, that soundboard works awesome on Discord. Like, that's a really awesome soundboard. I mean, it works so awesome.
Stop filled.
Oh, see, that's why I took some profit on the NQ. Now, you could, if you were so inclined, potentially trade that again, if you were so inclined. Meaning that this pullback, you call the bluff that it's not going to sell off here. It's going to hold. It's the lunch session. Might not sell off. I think it's worth maybe. That gold trade, I'm going to try to hold that for as long as we possibly can. We're up about 10,000 gigawatts on that, or whatever it is. Whatever Doc Brown said. 10,000 gigawatts. So one thing that I learned about this Steam Deck is that, like, I have 10 different profiles, and like it changes when I'm on a different application to different shortcuts. I need to do a video on this because I think once you saw this, in addition to the Tradeovate stuff I want to release, this is next level stuff. So, mama, don't let your daddies grow up to be cowboys. All right, well, any questions? 1.21 gigawatts. That's what it is. I knew it was some. I couldn't remember it. I haven't seen the movie for a while. Yeah. Thank you. I need to get that sound. 2.1 gigawatts. Great, Scott. You know that movie and Ghostbusters? Like if you watch Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters is such a unique movie because it it's a it's a dark comedy, I guess. But then like about 75% or no, actually like 50%, it becomes this weird horror kind of movie that takes itself seriously. But it's on the verge of serious and comedic. There's such a unique movie that, you know, it's amazing that it got made. But if you look at the actual movie, like there's not really many movies like it. Yeah, I mean, it's just they are great movies. But Ghostbusters is kind of like in its own realm of movies where like it walks that, I mean, plus there's that, you know, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man at the end. I mean, that I don't think anybody saw that coming. I wonder how that movie was advertised actually. I'd like to go back and see that. I wonder if they advertised that or that was a surprise when people went to the theater. Um, you know that like, so for instance in Interstellar, you know, they kept not Matt Damon. Is it Matt Damon? Yeah, Matt Damon. They kept him out of all the advertising, the credits, everything. Um, and then he shows up, you know, like towards the 60%, 70% of the movie, right? He's on the planet or whatever. Well, that, you know, obviously, if they would have revealed that, then or they would have revealed him as an actor, then, you know, I think there's a couple other movies that have done similar type of things where they've held back. But I'd be interested to see how, if the ending of Ghostbusters was advertised in any way. Because the first time you're seeing that movie, and then to get to that point, it's just it's a twist that you wouldn't see. Plus the comedic timing throughout that movie is just genius. If you're into that type of comedy. But I mean, I just think the comedic timing in Ghostbusters is just really genius. I'm I'm intentionally streaming because I want to stream this trade that I'm going to execute. You know, sometimes I get off on the stream. I get off on the stream. Yeah, sometimes I get off on the stream. You guys don't even know it. No, sometimes I end the stream in the middle of a trade and then I'm executing a trade and I share it in Discord, but I think there would be good trade lessons in the trades that I'm executing, especially for those that are considering jumping on board the number one, what I consider one of the best speculation systems ever developed in the history of mankind, the Rex Dog trade system. Oh, sorry. No, but seriously, if you're looking for a trade system, if you're struggling in trading, visit the website. I explain it. Yeah, you're gonna have to read, and yeah, it's a little not. It's dry, but I explain the trade system. I need to do a better job of explaining it concisely. But you see me trade it every single day. You can go back and watch all the streams. So I would, if you're struggling and you're looking for a trade system to adopt, the trade system's awesome. Okay. I show up every day. I'm in Discord every day. We do a lot of things with alphas I don't even talk about. We have a whole Delta group, which deltas, I'm going to start riding you guys pretty hard here because I'm going to start expecting a little bit more as far as like aggressiveness. And alphas, I'm expecting some of you guys to be deltas here very shortly. I see some of you guys are progressing very well. So like some of you alphas, like I see a lot of people progressing very well. Things are starting to really click. I'm starting to see you progress really well. So I mean, like I said, I'm proud of the group that we've developed, or that we have, the group of people. And I'm excited for the future because like what you're seeing now, the things that we've been working on in behind the scenes, it just gets better from here. But then eventually it's not going to be here anymore. And we're just going to roll with the alphas. So I'm giving everybody that watches the streams, that pays attention, fair warning. Like, and I'll share why. I have terminal cancer, all right? I have cancer in 4 areas of my body. I get treatment every 2 weeks. Today, I actually I don't feel like I have anything. I mean, I still have pain, but I don't feel like I have anything. I'm recovered almost, but I still have side effects from my treatment from last cycle. My fingers are very sensitive. My face still kind of burns a little. Other than that, you know, I'm focused on my passions: trading, writing my novels, so I can get one finally released. Working with my nephew on what we're doing here. Working with other traders, DMing other traders. Working on some relationships where it's mutual beneficial without having to go down NDAs and all this other crap. Like, you know, there's a lot of things in the works that I'm really excited about. I'm also doing 5 things at once right now. I'm trying to read how to do this upgrade to this Sierra chart book, because I think it has to be done a special way. I'm also looking at the new indicator, the opening range indicator that we're going to release this week. And then we will have a new alpha coming on board here today. But seriously, if you're ready to get started, just DM me. Just DM me, give me a DM and say, hey, how do I get started? It's $9.97 one-time fee. Includes all indicators, all private groups, all training that we add. We're going to be rolling out the updated swing trading, and then on the modification, or not the modification, the addition of the swing trading is going to be for those of y'all that have a job or an immovable mountain, that I call it. We're going to be releasing how to adapt the system around your immovable mountain. So some of you have, you know, obviously you have a job. I mean, I had an immovable mountain. Mine was much more flexible than many of you. I had a business. Oh, shoot. We should be selling that, man. I'm talking when we should be selling the NQ. So we're going to wait maybe for this upper level, the RDA check. So let's wait for it to go up a little bit more, up to 175. Let's tighten up our stoppage, and then let's reverse up there. So I had a business, but then it got to the point where I was neglecting the business because I was so involved in trading, but then I wasn't making enough trading income to survive, and the business was slowly dying. So I had to basically every day find a way to adopt my trading style and my system around running a business. That increasingly I had to get rid of like a team members because the business was dwindling down. I was dedicated to trading. So I was increasingly taking on roles that I had already hired out, or that VAs had, or something else, just to keep it functioning, just to kind of keep the bones of the business running, in addition to then trading 2 times a day, and make that transition. So while I didn't have a job, I do believe that I can put myself. I do believe I've talked. I don't. I have talked, or I'm working with enough traders, and I've worked with enough traders who have had jobs. And currently, I'm working or in the den. We've got 2 or 3 traders that I'm in communication with that, you know, they're at various stages of having to adopt the system around their job. That is it's a modification, or it's a modification of how you trade the system, obviously, because you can't day trade. The other thing that I would share with that is that it's very easy to get fired when, like, you start making a little bit of money trading, but then you're not ready to actually make that transition. But it's really easy to get fired. In this environment, it's probably a lot harder, though, because so many businesses are fine. It depends on your role in your job. But in this environment, so many businesses are like, they're just trying to keep staff any way they can. But, like, you don't want to lose your job in your healthcare when you're just starting to make, you know, your trade systems you're starting to execute your trade system to the full potential, and you're just starting to get in profits. And then suddenly now,
Stop field.
you know, you don't have, man, I don't know if we start fading here. I think we do.
Order filled.
We've got to scale in all the way up to here. So, like, you know, my new mission, when I, like, maybe about 8 months ago, when I looked at the training and I looked at everything and I said, okay, I need to simplify this. But the other thing that I realized is that this is what I realized with the mindset book. And I don't know if anybody's listening. I don't know if there's still people on the stream. So I'm just probably talking to myself. But part of this is I'm sharing, like, so the mindset book is a prime example. Okay. I had about a 300 to 400 page mindset book with graphics, images, like how to do all this stuff. And I, like, looked at it and I said, you know what? Number one, I read about 60 mindset books in trading. And I'm like, how is mine adding anything to this? And I'm like, plus, I know some traders in the group that have read some of these books, and and they're great books, but it's information overload and it really hasn't helped them. So I'm like, why hasn't it helped them? You know why? Sorry. It hasn't helped them because it doesn't tell you exactly what to do. It just gives you a bunch of options. See, the difference in my trade system, and especially as I started to refine it, is I specifically, in the last 6 months, every piece of training that has come out, I have specifically told you what to do. Like, I've specifically said in all the training, like, here's how to do a level
Order
check
filled.
trade. Here's how to do a bias check trade. Here's how to trade this pattern. Here's the 4 chart setup. Here's the philosophy of the 4 chart setup. I've explained every element of this. And so, for instance, the new training that I just released on the scale in ratio, okay? I gave 4 solid strategies on how to scale in. Precise scale in strategies. And then, like, I do need to finish the training. So there's a couple more modules that need to go with that training. And then what I did is, instead of going over 5 hours of showing how we arrived at that data set and how we arrived at the percentile of 80%, it's actually higher, but whatever. What I did is I distilled a vast amount of complicated data analytics into under an hour of how you can go through charts yourself and prove to yourself that the scale-in model works. I could have just given you statistical analysis documents, spreadsheets, not even spreadsheets, because the way you can't do this analytical data with just spreadsheets. There's too many multivariate factors. So I'm not, what I'm saying is I'm not trying to toot my own horn. What I'm saying is that the mindset book is a prime example. The mindset book is going to be different than any other mindset book I've read. I'm looking for a mindset book like it. It's going to be saying, it's going to start like this. This is the last mindset book you need to read. Because every successful trader I know, every time that I've researched a successful trader, listened to an interview, or really sussed out that that person really is a trader, these are the exact things that they've done, and these are the exact traits that they have. And I don't know one successful trader that doesn't have these traits and doesn't have these elements to what they do in their trading. And I go through those elements and I say, these, you have to have this. Like, and this is how you do this. Like, there's only 2 or 3 ways to do this. You choose one, but you have to have this. So that's one of the major differences that I've seen, or that I see in what I'm producing and how I'm producing stuff comparatively to the other stuff that I see out there. And I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm really not trying to, well, I guess I could be completely upfront. I no longer question the universe, okay? For a long time, the universe would give me ideas or give me directional insight or tell me to move a certain way and to do certain things. And I would question the universe. I'm no longer doing it. I'm now executing what the universe is providing for me. And since I've been doing that, things have been getting better and better for the direct influences of people around me. Everybody in the group, alphas, everything that we're doing. So, like, if you want to know on a deeper level, like what's really driving a lot of this, I'm just going with the what the universe is telling me to do. And I probably lost some of you. You're probably, dude, you're like, you're like getting way too
Order
new age
filled.
for me here. I'm trying to speak, metaphorically too. But so, like, I no longer question it. If instead of like saying that's not the way it should be done, I'm asking the universe, how should it be done? And then what is the answer? So the mindset book is a prime example, or the way that I've adopted and been changing the training is that it sounds like sometimes I'm cocky or I'm overconfident or whatever else. It's because I'm thoroughly convinced of all of this. And then my role is then to provide you with the tools so that you can benefit from what I've created, and you can convince yourself. So then you can take advantage of it and pull capital from the market every single day. That's my role. I'm just kind of a vessel in this whole thing. My role is to communicate to you these strategies, but also communicate to you how you actually go about building conviction around these strategies. That's really my role in all of this. Is so, because like I've said before, you can't trade another person's system. You're never going to trade the system as good as me. But what you're going to do, anyone that's listening right now, you're going to take my system and you're going to adapt it to your trading style. So for instance, one of the new alphas coming on board trades Ichimoku. And I'm excited to sit down with him, with his system, once he learns more of the aspects of our system, and us to come up with a refinement or maybe add Ichimoku assets. He got excited last night when he looked at the RDA and looked at some correlation between his system and the RDA. Like, I'm like, yeah, dude, we just got started. Like, and because I traded Ichimoku for about 6 months in the FX and crypto. So I know it well. I do like it. It's a very good strategy if you trade it properly, as a foundation of your strategy. So, like I said, that's an example too of another thing where I'm just kind of the vessel. Hopefully, I haven't lost some of you. I'm sure I've lost some of you. I'm sure so if there's people listening or watching the stream later or the recording, I'm sure some of you are like, dude, like, where you're at, is marijuana legal? Because that's some good stuff. I want some. It is legal where I'm at. But I don't know why I got off, or I don't know why I went down this road, other than just to share with you, the people that are here. Because the other thing is, so I've talked to every new alpha that's come on board. I do that. You just can't join my training. I want to make sure it's a fit. I want to make sure you're a fit for the group. I want to make sure that you're aligned right. Right? I'm not a chiropractor, but I just want to make sure you're aligned right. But the other thing that I've heard from every person that I've talked to is, well, not every person. Like, most people say, I came across your streams, you're a little bit different than most of stuff out there, right? The other thing that I've heard is, like, you're kind of confusing. Like, you're a conundrum. Because it doesn't make sense what I'm doing, right? A lot of times. Because I'm doing stuff different, contrary to what a lot of other people would do, and I'm doing it in a different way than, a trader of my status, I guess you could say. I don't even think that way, but I'm just saying, I've heard this from multiple people over the last couple of weeks, right? And I've shared with them directly. I'm like, well, I've shared my why, and then I've also shared this aspect of that. I said, look, I just started, instead of ignoring the universe and what. So, for instance, another example is I've had stories that I've written over the course of my life since 18. I was stationed in Bosnia. I had a laptop, and I wrote my first story called Information Kills, and it was about a Japanese company that basically put a backdoor in every chip that was ever developed. So that was kind of it was kind of like a Jason Bourne type of thing. Anyways, the concept was kind of cool. I think that it was probably a little ahead of its time. The writing's terrible. 60, 70,000 words, terrible. Like, I could barely, but the universe has been putting stories into me, and I've been just gathering them, and I haven't released any of them. So, a year ago or so, or longer, I said, well, am I a storyteller or not? Because the universe has been telling me to tell these stories. I'm either a storyteller or not, or I delete this folder. I didn't delete the folder, and I said I'm a storyteller. That's when I started my entertainment company. So anyways, like I said, I don't know why I went off on this tangent. Hopefully you're somewhat interested. I don't know. So where are we at? We're in a momentum trade. We're looking to scale in a little bit higher because there is volatility on that NQ. We'd like to see it sell off there. We are in the lunch session. We are in a GC trade, which is a momentum trade, textbook RDTS trade. You could have just took that trade today and done very well. And I think this is my actual phone call that I want to jump on here. Okay. Getting off stream. All right, I got to go. I'll see you guys in the afternoon. Please share. Join Discord. You'll see a link below. Join Discord. And if you did hear this conversation and you don't think I'm crazy, maybe reach out to me and say, hey, dude, you're not super crazy. You're somewhat crazy, but not super crazy. I'd love to hear from you. So I look forward. I will try to stream here in the afternoon. So right around 1:15 CST, 14:15 market time. Yeah. So Jules Helm, thanks for joining me once again. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. So thanks for watching the stream. If if you have any questions, man, reach out to me on Discord, trading related. You know, like, hey, if I can help you in any way trading wise, just reach out. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, Jules, we've talked. Sorry, Jules. I know I recognize. We do need to talk again, man. So we need to talk again. But I'm sure you've been busy. I've been busy. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.